In a world where gravity is as stable as your bowels after a Chili's happy hour, a legendary phantom is waiting to rob the robbers. This National Long Island Iced Tea Day, assemble your crew, count your anti-gravity cores, and get ready to double the action, double the milk shots, and double the bad British accents in Double Jacked. Explosion noise. John, I'm looking at the flight logs from last week's episode, and I'm genuinely concerned about our structural integrity. We spent 40 minutes talking about a beer named Double Jack, and by the end of it, we were floating upside down in our underwear trying to rob a diamond vault. Is this what the network meant by expanding our demographic?
Harry, look at it this way. Hollywood's out there spending $300 million on visual effects just to make a guy look like he's flying in a cape. We did it with a 3-pack of beer, a complete disregard for Newtonian physics, and a dream. The people that don't want another car chase, they don't want another boring caped crusader, they want a tactical, high-velocity, anti-gravity insurance fraud.
Right, but in the classic Bear Me That Movie cinematic universe, aka the Banana Wheel Matrix, a Double Jack was a guy who counted his chicken nuggets before he ate them. A guy who, put his fingers in your mouth to count your teeth. He's a lovable, hyper-neurotic wild card. How did we get from quirky romantic comedy to the literal tectonic core of the earth is failing?
Because why settle for a low-stakes first date when you can have a high-stakes 3-way standoff inside a floating corporate penthouse in London? We're taking the absolute chaos of Firestone Walker's Double Jack IPA, bypassing the standard Hollywood script doctor, and throwing the entire concept of weight distribution out the windows.
I mean, you're not wrong. If the system is trying to anchor us to reality, the only logical response is to reverse the polarization of the planet's magnetic field and steal loot while the cops are pinned to the ceiling.
Exactly. This week, we aren't just building a team or finding a mark. We are double jacking the thieves who already did the hard work, all while a Velociraptor hood ornament flies past the window. Cheers to Jono, who checked in this beer, and to everyone who ever looked in a crowded shower and said, I think there's room for a third in here.
Strap in, everybody. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and your center of gravity is completely unhinged. This is Double Jack. Hey, you! It finally happened. We stopped scribbling our film treatments on grease-stained deli napkins and built a digital fortress. It's live. It's beautiful. It's the Beer Me That Movie website.
If you head over there right now, you can dig through the entire emotionally compromised archive of our 90s nostalgia film projects. We've got a full playable browser game that looks like it was coded on a floppy disk in 1998, and the security gates to the vault are unlocked.
More importantly, the voting terminal is active. You can cast your ballot for our last feature film because we are hunting for the absolute masterpiece that will become feature film number 50. So go explore, hit the site, and just a fair warning to the developers out there, if you try to type Harrison while the site is loaded, there is an 11% chance the browser will completely lose its gravity, sending your browsing tabs flying into the upper atmosphere. So be careful and check it out before the algorithm figures out that we're operating without a license.
So here we are, Harry. You finally got a heist movie on the agenda. Our 45th.
That's right.
Feature film. It took 45.
It took 45.
For you to give the one you wanted.
Punch Danny Ocean in the face and say, this is how you rob. This is how you steal. I'll show you.
And I know this movie is inspired by the beer called Double Jack, but
yes.
I think it's also going to be pretty heavily inspired by the Fast Five movie idea you had for Gravity
That's
Plan.
right, Gravity Plan. Yes, in the Fast Five, if you guys remember, if you saw it, if not, again, it's okay. You're here now. But we had a blast talking about Double Jack. I think also we should say it's a miracle this movie's about a heist and not a muffin on the backside type situation with a name like Double Jack. But it's about a heist. so far.
Sure.
But yes, gravity
YMCA dance.
Yeah, exactly right. There lots of the buddy system will be used in this movie, whether it's PG or NC-17. That's yet to be determined. But yes, in the Fast Five, once we figured out what Double Jack actually was in the Beer Me That Movie universe, or what it was going to be, we also, I think almost offhandedly said, oh, it could be like Gravity Plan. So, which was our idea of a heist movie that happens during the 7 seconds that Earth is supposed to lose gravity later this year, which is a fun conspiracy theory.
September.
Yeah, coming to everybody, so hold on to something. But so I think we're going to just lean into that, John. Let's do it. Let's have Double Jack exist in that world. And I think the easiest way to do it, so we can still leave Gravity Plan in the vault and maybe one day make that movie. Maybe it's the 50th feature. It's up to you guys to vote in the vault and tell us. But so we don't completely steal that idea. The easiest way to make Double Jack its own thing is have it exist in the Gravity Plan universe, but after Gravity Plan. So this would be like Gravity Plan's sequel, or Gravity Plan would be a prequel to Double Jack, since we're making it first. And yeah, so we're gonna run with it. We said it kind of as an offhanded, haha, wouldn't that be funny moment in the Fast Five? But a lot of those offhand moments become really important to movies.
When they get voted in.
We're grabbing as much information out of the Fast Five as we can to use in the feature tonight. So yes, we're on a planet Earth where the Gravity Plan happened, and I said the conspiracy theory is that we only lose gravity for 7 seconds. But without going too deep into the science, even though I'm known to do that, we'll leave my science hat on the hanger, and I'll just say that Gravity Plan happens and we lose gravity, but something permanently destroys Earth's gravity kind of in random sections of the planet. So it wasn't just 7 seconds of no gravity. It was gravity was never been the same.
It's like earthquakes, but
yes,
zero gravity.
But
instead.
Zero gravity quakes.
Gravquakes.
Yeah.
Sounds like a shitty cereal.
It does. There it goes. Gravquakes. Eat it before it's on your ceiling.
It floats out of your bowl. Thanks,
is this
Mom.
Radioactive?
Thanks for telling me we're poor without telling me.
That lawsuit is a child floated away at the bus stop today after eating 2 bowls of gravity or grab tracks, whatever the fuck. Grab flakes. What was it?
I don't remember. Tastes better with water.
Yeah, right. Or something heavy like lead. Keep it down in the bowl. Anyway, so that's the world we live in. This world where gravity is intermittent in certain places, and people have kind of adopted to it. And so we need a way to kind of make this make sense. And I think it falls really nicely into the heist idea of the movie, because you guys have seen movies where people steal gold and they steal diamonds and they steal priceless things. Right, yeah. So that's all been done. In this world, though, those things are so valuable, but when gravity could disappear at any minute, something that keeps you on the Earth is now the most valuable thing. So we have to kind of create that device, that technology, that magic, whatever it is, to allow Double Jack to even begin. So we're going to talk about that and then kind of get right into this crazy futuristic Earth world where if you sneeze too hard or eat the wrong cereal, you could be floating to the moon.
An astronaut.
Right, for a very short period of time.
No longer a cool thing.
Well, I was wanting to be an astronaut.
Jimmy got astronauted yesterday. He's not coming to World of Warcraft tonight.
That's right. Sneezing kills. Use Flonase today. There's all kinds of angles. Of course, right away, people would take advantage of this world. But as important as Flonase is, something's more important, John, right? There's got to be something that maybe these heist folks are going to have to steal that's crucial to living in a weird gravity planet.
If the Plan of Gravity Plan, the movie, was this gravity incident led to a heist. Yes. That was going to be our first heist movie. And then once people realized the power of gravity, it was like, people realized AI was going to be powerful. Now there's bajillionaires because of it.
Right.
So same thing. People started learning the science, which Harrison is the expert in here. Gravity is a force that makes you heavy.
It's an invisible blanket on all of us. As Einstein said, it's magic, heavy dust.
Very invisible blanket. So in this world, gravity cores and even anti-gravity cores have been manufactured for people to manipulate gravity. Like, imagine you live in London where this movie is going to take place. The whole city is basically held together by this gravity bubble that the city of London pays for that their gravity is stable. They don't have to worry about little gravity and people like floating off to space. Man. You live in London, you pay a little extra tax for it. It's like public Wi-Fi, but in this case, it's gravity.
It's to keep the gravity core churning.
In this movie, I wanted to open like dark, like Gotham Knight-esque. Like, we're in London, we're in the financial district in London, it's night, and the opening scene is like a big anti-gravity core matrix. These things are not sold to the public. They're they're things you can't get your hands on. They're governmental or whatever. One of these is inside of the city central bank.
Okay.
And it's overloaded. So we get this scene, dark London night city, and you get the double-decker buses that just start lifting off of the ground. There's like business executives in their BMWs still on the phone as they're like now 20 feet above the pavement in their car. And this is how the movie opens. Like, you just see gravity leave this little London, maybe 3 or 4 block radius.
Yes, a little old lady walking her dog, and the dog starts to bark as they float away.
Every time he barks,
he barks, he pushes her further towards space.
He's dragging her.
That's right. Tea floating onto people's cups, biscuits drifting away.
Yep. People are holding on to that London Ferris wheel.
Yeah, there you go.
Like everyone's trying to grab onto it.
You go up and just keep going.
Form a human chain.
There's a date night happening and they just drift away. I've never been this high before. Oh my God. Okay, so chaos. Chaos is happening as this core matrix is overloading and starting to fail. And we should zoom in and maybe set up kind of the crew that's probably going to get double jacked right away.
Here's the name of the movie.
Right. who are busy doing something, taking advantage of the kind of weightless chaos that's happening. So you're the name guy, John. We're in London, the heist capital of the world, according to us, outside of Lagerstan, which is the capital of everything in the Pyramid movie universe, but we could let London have a little bit of fun. And this crew's taking advantage of the chaos. But who are they? Give me at least like the leader.
I think
the Tom Hardy character.
Yes, definitely Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
In the opening of this film, we see the crew, the henchmen. I'm going to say there's probably 3 of them, and then there's the leader, and they're inside the bank's vault when we're introduced to them. The leader just goes by Sully. He's a Cockney boy. He's just pure knackered British. That's his qualification. Right. You hear him barking out orders and governor. I don't. Everyone else in his crew is called governor.
It's really confusing to be in his crew.
Governor.
Do you mean me or you? He's looking at you with his good eye. He is, but with his good eye, he is, but with his bad eye, he's looking at you. I see.
So he's trying to get his crew figured out. They got their plasma cutters. They break into the vault, and Sully's in charge of this ragtag crew of Cockney street funk Brits. They're wearing like black tactical gear, but in my head they also have the romper stomper boots on.
Of course,
they've got like neon spray painted stuff on their outfits. They got all of them have mohawks except for Sully.
Of course, very, what's Train Spotting? Very,
Yes.
very punk rock. I get it. I see it. They're kind of badasses through and through. And so they're cracking this vault they're in, but it's not full of money. They're stealing, again, something that's more valuable now, which would be what? Like a prototype
Another
core matrix,
a prototype matrix. Maybe it could do gravity on or gravity off.
Gravity on, gravity off. Maybe it's more powerful. But I was in this vault for a reason. Sully's stealing it for a reason. So here we are, and let's have it be exactly that. They get into the vault, inside the vault. Of the bank, and they see this.
Don't touch it, any of you. Don't put your fingers on it.
Could be lasers about. Could be pressure sensitive. The floor.
Could be lasers about, eh, boss?
Hey, yeah, quiet, governor. And so they get in.
You want me to throw me mouse? I throw me mouse, and we'll see if he hits. If your mouse hits the lasers, they'll know we're here.
Right, not a canary in a coal mine, but a bank
British
mouse.
guy mouse.
Oh my god!
Oh, I knew I shouldn't have brought me mouse.
It's good luck, mouse. Just carrying the plague, pooping in his pocket.
It's all right, governor. Get back in the pocket.
Everyone's governor. This is exactly how it is in London. If you've ever been,
For sure.
Take our word for it. We go all the time.
You know they're a bank robber if they use that word.
Governor,
a lot of them over there.
Don't trust them. Right. It's amazing there are any banks left. So they see this and do that thing that all heist crews do. They see the core matrix and they kind of stand there proudly as they've gotten into the vault, like, haha, we've got it. But I think it should start to like almost float away off its pallet. And they're like, oh, crikey, or whatever. That's Australian. Oh, me biscuits.
Bloody something.
Bloody biscuits.
Bloody biscuits.
It's going to float away. And they start to panic. And in that moment, I think someone should swoop in, John.
Oh, we know who's swooping.
I think the double jack needs to show up and rob from the rob. Do what double jacks do. Rob from the robbers. So I'm kind of imagining like a black kind of armored, no cloaks, no capes, also tactical gear, armored gear, covered head to toe. Can't see his face.
Also played by Tom Hardy. No, just kidding.
Somehow, right? It's just Tom Hardy in this movie.
Played by Ricky Gervais.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
I'm just a little sad.
He jumps out of a ventilation shaft, like floats across somehow the bottom of the vault, and it jumps on the pallet, or even of the actual the matrix itself.
I think you hear Jono, who checked his beer in, the double jack, as he's known by the street gangs. Sully's crew's kind of new to this. They're as much as they've done this great amazing work, like they're not an established crew.
Okay.
And so that's why it freaks them out when the prototype starts levitating.
Floating, right, they're not prepared. I like that.
I didn't think it was going to do that. And then they hear the clunk, clunk, because they also start floating when this thing starts floating.
I don't remember how gravity works. Folks,
this starts floating. They start floating. They're losing their bearings. Like,
boss.
What? I don't know how they would say it.
I feel me dinner coming up, boss. Got the tummy rumbles. Oh no! That's the sign you know you're about to lose gravity. Some people can feel it in their stomach.
I've been close a few times.
They've got one guy on their crew that's got a sensitive stomach. He also has the mouse. He's the canary in the coal mine. He can sense if gravity's about to go because he feels nauseous.
They start and then they hear the clunk. Like, who's walking? What's going? And that's when we meet Jono, the double jack, and he's got his boots just have a little bit of a glow to him. Of course, he's the professional.
Right.
He's the anti-bat. He's a Batman, but maybe good, maybe not good. Without a cape, definitely. He's man bat. He's the double jack.
He's the double jack.
And he brought magnetic boots because he knew what was going to happen.
Of course he did.
He knew all about this. He's the professional here. So he comes stomping and they hear these magnetic boots. At first they think they're going to get busted, maybe serve a couple of weeks in the clink.
Yep.
And but then they realize like it's worse than that. They're about to get double jacked.
Right, exactly right. No, it's not him, is it? Boss, look up there on the ceiling. It's that double jack Oh, me eyes. Oh, me tendons. This is great. So they're kind of floating, trapped on the ceiling. Jono just walks in upside down, hooks the prototype matrix to like his belt. He should also have like a gravity pack on, which is like a jetpack that works in gravity or not gravity.
Yes, you can go up or down.
Up or down. So he's got one of those on. But I want him. He should do. We're gonna make Jono have some interesting. I want him to have some interesting quirks.
It can't be the double jack. He hasn't got any milk. Who is this?
Okay. And then, surprise, surprise, Jono, pulls out like a gallon of warm milk. And he's upside down, but the gravity...
The milk's not falling because there's no gravity for that.
No way. He could probably just open it up, stare down Sully and his crew through his mask, open up the milk, and just dump it and have it float up towards Jono's face and gulp giant milk orbs into his
the move.
into his mouth.
There's no gravity, so he takes out like a U-shaped straw, puts it through his metal mouth mask, and starts sucking the milk out. And then when the milk comes out, surface tension, there's no gravity, it just forms the globes. And he just starts pushing them at Sully and his crew and hitting him with milk bombs. Every other milk bomb, though, he just taps it towards his mouth and he eats it. He loves he loves milk, and that's when they know
milk. That's the calling card of any good double jack.
That's how you know you're getting double jack. The milk.
He'll chug a milk gallon right in your face upside down,
and he does it cold, just staring him in the. Does he say anything to him?
Maybe not. He definitely lets out a good milk burp after 2 or 3 orbs. And that makes Sully, oh, God, he's burping at me. Boss, he's burping at me. My tummy's already rumbling. Make him stop, boss. Quiet, governor. Not now. You're embarrassing me. Okay. And with that, Sully tries to grab them, but they're kind of just trapped on the roof like turtles on their back, but on the ceiling. They can't really do much. They're maybe trying to swim towards him through gravity, which is not how any of this works. Meanwhile, hundreds of people in London are floating away to their death. That's not important. We're focusing on this.
We don't see that through the window because we're in a vault.
Right.
But
we have no idea. But just so you know at home, but Jono escapes, of course, and I think we should cut to like the rooftop of the bank, and Jono's got the pallet. He's on top of it. He's got his gravity pack on, and it kind of floats off into the night sky like he's surfing away with this prototype gravity core. That's right, gravity surfer.
On a wooden pallet. Chugging some milk.
And I think as Sully is up there, kind of floating, awkwardly swimming through the air. He doesn't want to get to the roof, though, because he'll just float away and die.
That could be dangerous. Yeah,
right,
hold on to a railing.
That's right. So he's just in the doorway to the roof access, forced to watch Jono float away and escape. But I think to make things even more interesting and stressful for Sully, it's not just Jono he has to worry about. Obviously, they're in a bank. The gravity just got overrided. There's probably all kinds of silent alarms going off because of Sully. So they probably got the fuzz on their tail too, John. And that's going to be the next problem.
I think just as gravity slams back to London,
right?
This temporary hiccup. Lots of bodies.
Right. See, the people who make airbags now also just make airbag pants that everybody wears. So if you float away and then gravity comes back, you just pull that tab, which is horrible for people who fidget on normal days because you'd be standing in line behind somebody at Starbucks and they stick their hand too deep in their pocket and their pants knock your dog into the highway. My book bag. Oh, the moment.
He got me. Did they say dog? Is that what they call it?
Oh, sure.
He got me bloody mutt.
Oh, Fido.
This is great. This is going to be a lot. What do they call cops in Cockney British?
It's they might call them coppers. Do they call them bobbies?
Bobbies. The bobbies are here. But that's what he's got to worry about now. Yes. The bobbies are coming.
That's right. That's good. And so we should probably introduce some kind of rookie detective, John.
It's a heist movie.
Wants to prove himself. So let's give him a name, and how's he going to show up on the scene as gravity is kind of, again, returning back, and now people can kind of do as many normal things as they need to. Who should show up? Who should this rookie detective be?
We can tell he's a young rookie detective because his face is like Timothy Chalamet is playing.
Yeah, hasn't seen a real stressful incident yet.
Not a wrinkle. Not a wrinkle on his baby face.
His baby hands, baby face.
And he's hanging out the window of a Bobby car. With the lights on and the black and whites, everything. He rolls up. He's got his megaphone out. We're introduced to a young, high-spirited rookie detective, Chance Vance.
Yes,
Chance Vance. The very British detective name.
Super
Chance
British.
Vance.
Chance Vance. And he's not a Cockney. Is he like more
he's upscale, whatever that is.
Highbrow, high class.
High Brit.
Something like that. Sure, we'll call him that. His trousers don't stink and his head shines bright. Soft baby hands.
They say that all the time.
Yeah, all the beat cops call him Baby Hands Vance, but his name is Chance Vance. At least to us for now. And yeah, so he'll arrive on the scene.
This is Detective Chance Vance. Put down your stolen goods and come out with your hands up.
Perfect. He's on the megaphone blasting orders. But also, like, as he unravels the scene, all he discovers is Sully, his crew, and nothing left to steal. The robbers are still here, but the loot, the prototype gravity core, is gone, which is obviously
a bit of a mystery. No tire tracks. Right. No clear method of egress.
And I would imagine Sully and his crew probably take that as nothing to see here, boss. This is the wrong place at the wrong time. We were just here
making a deposit, eh?
Exactly right.
I was dropping off a couple of knackers for me grand.
You take your pants to the bank?
I don't know what knackers
are. Right. It could be money. It could be underwear. We don't know. It doesn't matter. It is whatever we want it to be. I like that. And cool. So now Chance Vance is in an internal pickle, a work pickle, because he's got his boss probably coming down, who will be an angry chief, which we'll talk about in a minute. And he's kind of just got three guys who happen to be in a bank with a crime that happened, but they clearly didn't steal it. So he kind of looks like an idiot, but Chance Vance is probably, imagine, like, well-educated, didn't need to be a cop, could have been a doctor, lawyer, someone who just sleeps on the deck of a yacht somewhere, but something called him to the duty, to being a Bobby. Maybe his great-grandfather was, I don't know. But so he's here, and he's a bit of a smart guy, but the chief probably doesn't want to hear it. He just wants to know why his golf game was canceled, or why he can't be wearing a Hawaiian shirt, drinking pints down by the docks, and instead has to be here with Chance Vance. So let's talk about this chief and what Chance kind of says to get himself out of this pickle, because I'm sure he's going to feel like he has to explain something, and
I think
we all do.
He tries explaining it to Police Chief Harris, who is visibly old. Like, maybe this could be a Dennis Hopkins or something.
Okay.
Like, this is a Gary Sinise plays
nice.
Chief Harris, and Chance is like, look, I'm telling you, there was zero gravity, and the core is stolen, but it wasn't the Sully crew. I'm going to book them, but it wasn't. It's clearly not them. And Chief Harris is like, not even feigning attention, like when your wife's trying to show you her favorite TikTok, and you're like, oh, yeah, it's really cool. Look at that, 2 dogs. Wow, neat. Like, Chief Harris he's reading a brochure for a luxury sports car.
Ooh, okay.
Interesting. Chief Harris, kind of a weird position. Like, he's a police chief. There's some money there, but all he says to Chance is like, it is It's a true tragedy about me wealthy cousin passing away and leaving me that massive inheritance. Gents, go catch this Doublejack before he steals another core and ruins the city's economy. I've got buying to do. Like, Chief's recently come into a few bucks from his cousin that passed away. Constantly telling people about that.
I like that too, and also I think the chief kind of probably knows right away maybe what this scene is all about. As Chance Vance is trying to make sense of it, he's like, clearly the Doublejack, the Doublejack. This is another Doublejack. Sully's always on the wrong end of the Doublejack. Yeah. Gotcha again, did he, Sully boy?
Sully does all the hard work, and Doublejack just comes in and reaps the reward.
Right, and so that sends a light bulb up in Chance Vance's head of like, my gosh, if I could catch the Doublejack and do what no one's done, and I'd even impress the chief, and they'll take me seriously. So he sees this as a calling to something greater and a way to earn his stripes, because every day he's just being called Baby Hands Vance, and
gets really tired of it.
They'll call me Doublejack. They know me if I'm good. I'm a good Doublejack.
I played water polo for 2 years at university.
Doublejack means something different at the precinct, kid. Just to be sure, we'll call you the Doublejack guy, Baby Hands.
Come on over here, make me look good.
Go catch him. Good luck.
But I think that's a good. It actually puts Chance Vance as like the kind of the lead into Act 2.
Yeah.
Doublejack did what he does. He knew what the criminals were doing. He came in. He did his job. He robbed from the criminals. Is that really bad? I guess.
It depends what he does next. But yeah.
But right. Chance Vance is now. I think I like the point you made that. Like he wants to prove like I got to get this guy. I got to get this guy.
Yep, got to get.
Just made me look like a fool. The chief didn't even listen to what I was saying.
Right.
I read about gravity for 3 days,
as everyone has now.
It's something like a blanket you can't see. I learned from Albert Einstein.
Einstein said that it's a heavy, dusty blanket that no one could see. That was him. All right, so that's a perfect place to end Act 1. Send us into Act 2 with Chance. He has his mission. And he's got to do it before the Doublejack strikes again, because also he's stealing, we think, or maybe Chance Vance thinks, like he's stealing gravity machines, which are needed for everyone to not float away and die. So we can't lose any more gravity machines. So he's determined to stop him. So let's go see what happens in Act 2.
So I want Act 2 to open up. I really want this whole movie to take place at night, but
yes, it should.
I think we're still on the same night. Like Chance leaves the scene. He's determined to do whatever detectives do so they can catch their guy.
He's probably got to go undercover, John.
What? Okay, Donnie Brasco.
Yes, Donnie Brasco style. He's got to put on a mustache.
But Doublejack works alone.
Well, maybe.
Does he?
As far as we know, he does, but maybe there's a theory that the chief shares with him. Doublejack knows too much. Must have a man helping him on the inside, a techie, if you will. So perhaps Chance has a plan there that's slowly hatching about maybe there's a way to track down Doublejack with the power of the internet. But I think maybe what he cares about even more is trying to maybe get into Sully's crew, get into the underground himself and hear the hubbub. Right, sure. Use the bait to catch
nothing catches a Doublejack like a good bait.
That's right. Something
He's
too juicy
to
ignore. Yes, he needs to find not just any bait, John, the master bait.
Oh, I was something of a masturbator in university.
That's how he opens up his conversation in some speakeasy with Sully's crew.
They don't call it fishing; they call it
baiting.
Baiting, I think. Yeah. My mom taught me how to bait.
That's right. Nobody calls it that. Nobody calls it baiting. Woo, okay, but I like this. This is a good plan. He can try to get into like Sully's crew and learn about why they're stealing these machines, which is maybe kind of obvious, but why not? And try to learn more about who the heck Doublejack is. So he's got a chance, has a mustache on. He threw some dirt on his face and his hair to make it look like he actually works for a living. an old
He's
dusty,
going Cockney.
right? Old dusty jacket, some ripped up pants, some cool high leather boots that are uncomfortable, and he kind of just complains about chafing as he's walking towards this speakeasy that the crews are known to hang out at, and Sully's known to hang out at. But he got to put his game face on and get in there and start talking to him. So I think he does just that. He gets into this speakeasy, raises his shoulders a bit, tries to hide his neck and look a little bulkier.
He's a scrawny. He's Timothy Chalamet. He's
Timothy
a
Chalamet.
scrawny dude. He's got two dusters on.
I was gonna say stuffing old newspapers into his sleeves to make him look a little thicker, sweating profusely. It's the middle of July and he's got 5 layers of jackets on, insulated like a hobo. But he needs to. He's got to figure it out, John. He's got to get to the bottom of this and catch this double jack. So it's worth it sweating through yesterday's newspaper.
And he is a police officer, a Bobby in London, so he's got to act like he knows some stuff about Double Jack. Sure, from the files. Sure. Most of it's just Instagram footage of him. How does he get so many likes?
Right.
But also he knows where like the criminals meet at like there's an underground speakeasy, Martha's Pub.
What is it? Martha's Pub? Okay.
Yeah, okay, good job. The captions are going to be rough on this one.
Yes, they are.
Meet me at Martha's Pub.
Martha's Pub. Oh, Martha's place. Used to be the Goat Head. Then it was the old man's shoe. Now it's just Martha's place.
Still run by the same guy.
That's the same dude. This is Martha. Here's Martha back here. He was a flyer for the national rugby team. Oh, you're Martha. You're the size of a house.
Well, I didn't like the goat's head, so he changed the name.
No, it's just Martha's place. And so let's have Chance be moderately successful, even though he's kind of, every time he tries to walk by someone, every person in there is twice his size. He kind of gets bumped to the side, but he makes it to the bar, has a pint or two, some liquid courage.
Always helps.
And then I think just through luck bumps into one of Sully's crew, and they're all beat up. Tonight was a loss for them. They lost what they were going after. They were embarrassed.
Covered in milk.
They had to watch an adult man chug milk in their face and shoot little milk orbs at them, which they smell like baby throw up.
Smells like London.
And they're just commiserating at the bar, and they've had a fair amount to drink too. So this is Chance's inn.
Chance's chance.
Chance's chance. And I think he just kind of, just does what comes naturally. Just starts talking, commiserating with them. Oh, yeah, the Double Jack screwed me and my crew as well. I'm trying to steal a bunch of... And he just looks down at his 2 dusters because jackets. You're stealing jackets? What's you stealing jackets for, boy?
The mouse guy's like, do you need some help?
Ooh, my mouse loves jackets.
Do the jackets have pockets?
So he's doing okay at making up his backstory for his thief persona, enough that a drunk Sully and his crew are entertaining his conversation. And
I think he slips up though.
Okay.
I think the beers kick in and slowly he goes back into his very highbrow London accent.
Oh, when I was at university.
Oh, yes.
University.
I was robbing me gran for a bunch of knackers. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Why are you talking so
your
different?
Grandma's underwear?
And then they put together that and they're like, look, officer, we don't want, like, you got nothing. And then, so it has to, like, he's got to give him something to join this crew. Like, there has to be kind of a truce, something.
Oh, yeah.
He has to give him something that will help them get to the Double Jack.
Well, yeah, I think Sully, they sniff him out. These cops surround him, hold him up, and are like, you came to the wrong Martha's place tonight. Martha, pummel his face in. And then Chan's like, wait. We could, what about a truce? And they stop. They're like, a truce.
A truce with a Bobby?
That's right. You can go. Oh, we're listening. And he explains this plan that Chance kind of has that Sully can be a part of. And it should be something like, if we can help, if Chance can help Sully track Double Jack's like electromagnetic signature?
For sure. He's got electromagnetic signature.
All right, perfect.
Definitely.
Then,
Good science.
Right. Then, like, Chance will help keep Sully aware and his crew aware of where Double Jack is, as long as Chance can tag along and kind of intercept him the next time Double Jack strikes. So basically, Chance is politely saying, Sully and crew, will you be bait for me?
There's
this
a lot
masturbator.
of talk about bait. Sully thinks Chance is the bait somehow.
Sure.
Chance thinks Sully's the bait.
Right.
A lot of double jack, double bait.
Double Jack, double bait, all with the masturbator, Chance himself.
Covered in milk.
Covered in milk. Everyone smells like milk, laughing in a bar. But that's the gist of it. That Chance is going to use Sully and his crew to catch Double Jack. So now they have to go kind of rob something, I would imagine. But I say before we do that, before this rolls off, we should jump and cut to see what Double Jack's doing, John. He took this prototype core. What's his plan? Who is this Batman-like character? What is he up to?
Well, so this prototype core that was stolen is one of just a very few in London.
Right.
And it was going to be used to power the London anti-gravity field, and it would have been able to overcome instances like what happened in the
more
opening
stable
of this film.
core, right.
There's only one other of these prototypes in London.
Okay.
And it's on the very far side of London, not in London, but in Manchester.
Okay.
Which is very far side
of England.
Yeah,
Got it.
so and now London needs it, and Manchester's like, all right, you can have ours, but don't be dicks about it. And so they loaded on to like this high speed, and Jono knows it's like they're gonna have to get the second one, so it's gonna be coming in on the high speed train. Jono wants both of them, so this first one, Sully's crew was going to take it. Yep. Jono knew it was a good opportunity for him not to buy a plasma cutter and just steal it from the robbers. And now he's working on the heist to get the second one.
Wow. Okay. All right. And I imagine he's sitting back, dipping chocolate chip cookies into a massive 5-gallon bucket of milk.
Milk bucket.
Double Jack is. He's just got his feet up.
He got me milk bucket.
Stack of cookies. Right. And I think he does have a crew, or at least someone else helping him. Double Jack does, not just to get his buckets of milk and his cookies, but this is a high-tech, high-stakes job Double Jack has kind of taken on himself to take all these prototype cores and use them for whatever he's going to use them for. Can't do it alone. So let's introduce kind of the Alfred, exactly, the Q to his Double Jack, who should have a fun name and be kind of a mousy, highly energetic Boris from GoldenEye type character. What's his name, John?
I want to name him Rico.
Ooh, all right.
Rico he's from London, but
Rico the Freako, they call him. He's into some weird stuff.
He's a London Puerto Rican. He's ethnic London, which isn't very common.
You're right, it's not
in London, but
we got one.
Rico wanted to go there, and he was convicted in Puerto Rico and in the United States for cyber crimes. So he kind of had to go someplace else.
Disappear and become a new person.
Ended up in London, met Jono, and they only communicate via radio. Like, I don't think they interface very frequently. Jono's very smart, very private, but Rico's got his radio frequency.
Yep. Okay, good. And so they're talking back and forth, probably. And maybe it's just Joanne, as Jono's sitting there enjoying some cookies and a bucket of milk by himself. The radio crackles on, and it's Rico. So he's Puerto Rican. Well, is he though? He just says, Jono.
You got this.
Jono, the city's main power grid is completely collapsing. If you try to pull off a mid-air heist in the high-speed transit train carrying the backup core, the gravitational feedback is going to liquefy your spine. So he's trying to warn him. He's trying to warn him this plan, this core that's coming from Manchester to UK. If another event like last night happens again, I don't think his gravity pack's going to be strong enough to save him. And I don't know if Jono cares about this. He probably just wipes the milk off his mustache and says something like, just a cinnamon mass. Which seems impossible.
It wouldn't help you if gravitational forces were about to rip you apart. I don't think
where your mass was, right?
Like
if you exploded from the middle of your head, doesn't matter.
It's a good example of like how I think this. Maybe it doesn't work, but it makes Jono like he's such a master of this that he's like, yeah, gravitational forces rip me apart. I'll just no big deal.
Don't worry about it.
No big deal at all.
Don't worry.
I think
about
honestly though, I think Jono knows, and this is why he drinks milk, because he knows his spine has to be strong. And he learned this somewhere at the orphanage, or
he's just the biggest. So remember those old "Got Milk" campaigns, John? The posters of all the half-naked women drinking milk.
Yes, I do.
They were super effective. Maybe not at getting people to buy milk, but certainly getting people to buy the posters.
I was a teenager when those were coming out. They were really cool.
That's right. So these had a huge impact on Jono. Not just the posters, but the message. It unlocked something in his mind before he was a double jack, when he was just a wee lad.
Just a jack.
Wandering about kicking stones down the brook, as this. And he
2 kilometers of brook.
yeah. And he loves milk. Has loved it since he was a kid. Drinks a ton of it. But there's always been this quiet voice in the back of his head that makes him think that this will pay off someday. His love of milk, his obsession with drinking gallons of warm milk, not warm milk, dipping cookies in the milk, having buckets of milk.
Always milk
for Jono.
Since he was a wee lad.
That's right. Drank a cow dry, he did. Fell down right in the field. Had to kick him out of the orphanage after that. Cow was never the same.
Saggy bags cow after that.
That's right. Had to turn him into a rug, we did. And so this is good. So Jono's got this obsession with milk. It's not just because it's hilarious. There's probably something deeper at play here, and maybe that's, like you said, what he's kind of calculating here is he's less worried about most during the gravity flip because of his mass. And maybe we could even have like a quick flashback here of like the day during gravity plan when this all initiated. The first loss of gravity happened, and it's Jono's point of view, and he's like in line at a bank or a grocery store or whatever, and people start to float up, and he just kind of hovers like an inch or two off the ground, and that's it, with 2 jugs of milk in his hand, of course. But everyone else is floating to the ceiling, screaming. The eggs are flying into the fans in the roof, and everyone's freaking out, but he barely moves.
The man that's bones were stronger than gravity.
Thickened by milk, the old thick bones Jono. But no one knows this other than him, and he keeps it, close to the chest, because it's, in this world, like the ultimate ace in the hole is to be not that affected by gravity flipping, because you have really thick, heavy milk bones.
Yeah.
So he does. And we get maybe a glimpse of that, the audience, right now as he's listening to Rico talk about getting worried for Jono. Jono knows he's got his gravity pack. He's got his thick bones. He's the perfect man to be a double jack in this world, and he's going to use that power for good.
Me spine.
That's right. I'm thicker than most men. 2 men, 3 men, thicker than them all. Bring me as many men as you want.
I'm a quadruple jack.
I'm the biggest double jack they'll ever see. Okay. You want me to send you 3 men? No, not now. I've got too much milk to drink. And so, and I think this scene is Rico is talking over the radio, and Jono's reminiscing about the glory days of drinking milk. He's maybe also watching like another screen, and it's like a camera inside the same pub that we were just in with Chance, Vance, and Sully, and they're talking now about we have accepted today a message from the Prime Minister. They're sending another gravity call from Manchester tomorrow night. This is the one. We need it. The double jack got the last. This one's ours. Hey, governors. And so, of course, Double Jack has put a camera inside the most popular criminal pub in town. Also knows Martha well. Why wouldn't he? And he just kind of smiles, Double Jack does, as he's watching this. So he knows this is going to be even easier. He doesn't have to worry about gravity because of his bones, and also doesn't have to worry about stealing this because he's just going to have to rob Silly Sully again.
2 times in one day. They call it a toonie.
Sully. That's a double Jack. Back to back Jacks.
No refractory.
Back to Double Jack. Double Jack back to back. Something like that.
Jack to Jack.
Jack to Jack. Good. All right.
It's when 2 men of the same height line up face to face.
That's right. They look in each other's eyes and nowhere else. Deep into their eyes, deep into the soul. Okay, so we should get on. So let's get.
So we got a train coming into London
like
carrying
the next day,
new
probably.
prototype.
Yeah.
It's on the way. And let's jump to Sully's crew. Okay, we know the train's coming. Sully's crew this time accompanied by Chance Vance.
That's right. In his double dusters, still with his disguise on, I'm imagining his mustache that's half falling off, full of sandbags to make him look bulkier, which is making him sweat. Yep,
Poodle hair
Chance Vance is there.
To his chest.
A gold chain. He keeps getting caught in his fake wig.
Poodle hair.
His poodle hair. Right. Ow, it hurts. Good day for a robbery. Quiet down, mate. We don't say that.
Yeah, hold me, mousey. Talk to him.
It's Mouse.
I get the nervous chinkas too.
I'm filling me boots with last night's porridge. What? Oh, just stay behind me. Or maybe to the side. The side's better. So the Sully's crew's getting ready to intercept this train. They're pumping themselves up, Mouse and all, and steal this backup core matrix. Whoo, boy. And so what's going to happen is what always happens when the Double Jack's got you in his sights, John. I think they're in the train. They, navigate through the bar car, and they're dressed as waiters, and they change clothes, and then they're, in the normal passenger cars, get all the way to the back to where the storage car is, knock down the door, and they're in there staring at this core matrix, ready to just hook it up and escape with it, but not so fast. The Double Jack, or at least someone that looks like the Double Jack, has already beat them to it, right? Is he on the roof? Where's he doing, John? Paint this picture for me.
I think we again hear the sounds of heavy metal boots. We see a man clad in black with a black face mask, and you hear him land on the roof of the train, of course. And I think Sully's men just start popping off rounds through the ceiling, and that's when they look at the Chance and they're like, "It's your turn too, governor. Put a couple of whiz bangs up through the roof."
Whiz bang. couple roof shots.
They definitely don't call them bullets.
No, they
Put
can't.
a couple of bang caps up through the roof, copper.
Show me one
what
of us.
What are you looking at?
I'm not one of us. I'm a cop. I'm not deep undercover. We have an agreement.
You want the Double Jack? Get him. There's your chance.
Get him now.
So they'll start blasting through the roof.
Okay.
And I think in the chaos of this, again, we also have a prototype gravity matrix core matrix.
Do. It's right there.
And it starts to activate again. Maybe there's like a beep sound, and then
100%.
Shit goes crazy. They're shooting at the roof 1 second, and next they're shooting through the floor because they're getting flipped all over. Every time they shoot their gun, they do like 3 backflips.
Right. Yes, exactly.
In the air,
blown away,
and
themselves.
There's an escape pod. There's an escape pod on the train because this isn't a civilian train. It's a gravity transplant train from Manchester to London, of course. And Chance, being the detective, the only one that can kind of keep us calm during this, sees the escape pod hatch start to activate, and he's like, oh, that's it. This is my chance. So Chance's chance. So he jumps up through the escape hatch and gets onto the roof and just barrels in and tackles Double Jack through the escape hatch door right into the escape hatch.
Okay, all right, nice.
And Chance has got his man.
That's right. He's got him right where he wants him, right?
He's got there. It's just Chance and Double Jack in this escape hatch with the gravity crystal thing, matrix.
The gravity matrix. Okay, but is it Double Jack, John?
I think that's the first thing Chance wants to learn is who is this son of a gun.
Right. Okay.
So I think Chance already has his gun drawn. His
popper.
Thank you.
It's me popper.
He got me popper drawn. Oh, but he's fancy though. I've got my weapon drawn on you, good sir.
Yep.
Do the people of London a favor and unmask yourself and let us see who you are. Something like that.
Yep, nailed it.
And that's when we, as the audience, get a pretty big surprise. We see Double Jack reach up and take his mask off, and we see that it's Chief Harris.
Son of a what?
Exactly, not what we expected.
Well, call me a bunny and Bernie's your uncle. It's Chief Harris. Oh my God.
Harris knows he's like, well, but it's just Chance Van. So I think Harris he just cops to it. Like, look, Chance, there's no Double Jack syndicate, okay? I've just been putting on a copycat suit myself and robbing these crews. They do the hard work, and I could just blame it on them. And it's how I got me car. It's how I got me automobile. It's how I got me a fancy gold watch. It's a pocket watch. It's how I pay for my grand.
My funny Tommy Bahama clothes.
It's a Jaguar.
A Jaguar.
It's not a fancy car. It's a Jaguar. It's a regular people car.
Got it. So he's caught red-handed, confesses, but also is kind of not really worried about Chance. He can make him disappear whenever he wants.
Yeah, it's the chief. Basically, he's like, I'm going to tell you everything because I'm going to kill you before we leave this escape pod.
That's right, or so he thinks. But I think we should have another surprise. As Chance is standing there trying to process what he's seeing, what the chief is saying. The real Double Jack John swoops in on a sick motorized wing contraption.
Hell yes.
And hooks the entire escape pod with Harris, the core, and Chance Vance in it up to the motorized wing suit and detaches from the train. Grabs them and just shoots out into the clouds with Harris, the core, Chance carried away by Double Jack.
Almost Triple Jack.
I think this is kind of a Triple Jack moment when he's caught, because Double Jack's caught the fake Double Jacker. And it's double jacked him and he's double jacked the robbers with the core. It's a triple jack. By definition, it's a triple jack.
Chief Harris double jacked Sully, and then double jack, triple jack, Chief Harris.
Right. Is this a quadruple jack?
This is the least porn we've ever made.
That's right. Bunch of men saying Jack, Jack, Jack.
Poor Chance in the middle, just butter and biscuits.
That's right. I like this. So this is a great probably spot to end Act 2, where once again Sully and his men are, and he took the whole train. Oh, me muffins. He throws his cap down that he never wears but always has when he's angry. He throws his cap on the ground.
Sully's crews out like 50 grand on equipment and supplies and train tickets and
multiple waiter outfits.
Just supporting one rich corrupt police chief and another
one mysterious weirdo who loves milk and hoarding gravity cores for some unknown reason. Oh my gosh. But it happened. Sully's on the outs again, but really we got to worry more about what the heck's gonna happen to Chance. He's with a corrupt boss and Double Jack, who's still a criminal, and someone Chance sees is like his arch nemesis. So he's got nothing but problems ahead of him for Act 3.
And so I don't know if this is a movie move, but I want to open up Act 3 like with the exact chaos that we opened up Act 1.
Great.
The prototype backup core, like it didn't make it in time. So now the city's gravity matrix is totally falling apart.
That's right. Yeah, there was like maybe that's the why this is all happening is for whatever reason the original gravity core inside London was failing. They had one more night to get a backup from Manchester in there. They didn't. So now London's going to start to slowly come undone and float into space if something isn't done about it. So I like that. We're going to open to that chaos of a fancy party somewhere on some skyscraper deck, and people start to float away. Their champagne floats out of their glasses. Some guy says,
throwing up.
Me tummy feels a little bit strange. The fish head soup's coming back for seconds. Oh no, it's the gravity. Oh, and so
everyone's got to keep one queasy friend in their friend group.
Oh, that's right.
That's how you get your heads up to just grab onto something.
That's right. Just hold on tight.
There's handles on every surface.
There's handles and everything. You can buy like metal gloves you can wear and hook into your jacket. You got your parachute pants on. People look ridiculous. What a way to live.
Got to be prepared. I keep my granny strapped to the bed. She never leaves.
Hasn't moved in months.
Is the bed strapped out?
Oh, I've got to go. No. Gran.
Every Londoner just lives to take care of their gran, I'm pretty sure.
You're right. Whew. Okay. So
in this scene of chaos, there's a big skyscraper in London called the Shard.
Yes.
London got sharded.
The big shard right in the middle.
It's a pretty building, but the upper half of it is like eye level with Jono, the real double jack, who's flying away on this train. So we're like, I'm going to say we're like 1,000 feet in the air.
Yeah.
What do the Londoners call it? 20 decimeters.
That's it.
500 kilometers.
17 sheep up.
6 yards. Meat, whatever. 16 sheep in the measurement scale.
Right.
40 sheeps in the air. And this is where and Jono's flying this escape train pod, this escape pod, and we see him like start going towards the building. And then I think we zoom in to the building.
Okay.
And somehow through movie magic, Sully's crew is already in the building.
Of course
they're in there, and the mayor lives there. This is where everything's happening in the Shard. Yeah, all of London lives there.
That's right. They have to for safety. But
Sully's crew is in. They've gone up to the mayor's penthouse. They're gonna get something. They're gonna get one of these cores. They're worth like $100 million.
Yeah, exactly. Infinite money. If you can have one, you can have your own country. You can be a god, a king somewhere.
At this rate, we're barely going to break even.
Right, that's right. About a lot of money. I had to sell me Gran's house. She just has a bitch. I do a bed in a field.
There's nothing holding the bed down. I'm doing this for me Gran. And so they take the mayor hostage in the middle of all this.
Of course.
The mayor of London is one of the most convoluted political structures in the world to become the mayor of London.
It must be.
It is absolutely insane.
That's right. Yeah.
And this guy he's the mayor of London, but we got Sully's crew in the building. We got Jono flying towards the building, wingsuit holding the escape pod.
Yep. And I think maybe Sully's and his crew are trying to appeal to Double Jack. I mean, maybe they think he's kind of a Robin Hood type guy, and so he won't let the mayor die if Sully holds him hostage and is like, return the cores to me, or he gets one in betwixt the eyes.
Perfect. Right in betwixt.
And the mayor is kind of like a shriveling, not too stand-up guy who's weeping for his own life. And Sully's kind of yelling this at Double Jack on a megaphone as he's flying by the Shard. So the Double Jack has some thinking to do, because I think we're going to decide right now he is a good guy.
I like that for him.
You know, and at least doesn't want the mayor to die. Or maybe if he's not a good guy, he thinks he's smarter than Sully and is determined to embarrass Sully every chance he gets. So now it means he has to free the mayor from this hostage situation while still keeping the core for himself, of course. But Jono's got to do something.
And how's he get? Is he like sneak in? Does he barrel in? I want this to be a big scene, like how Jono's carrying an escape pod full of people in a gravity core.
Yep.
And he's going into a flying skyscraper top.
Yeah, this is going to be wild. I think he has to kind of obviously stash the train somewhere. So he'll do that quickly, but he still has his wingsuit, and he just grabs Chance Vance and Chief Harris around the neck, jumps into his wingsuit, and just flies through a penthouse window, does an action roll, which makes everyone who's in there go ooh and ah as they're floating on the ceiling, with, of course, the plan, Doublejack's plan to free the mayor and end this hostage situation. But I don't want to crash just into like the main room, John. He should crash like right into a gigantic luxury master shower.
Perfect.
Just to give enough of a curveball here for Doublejack.
And the shower's not empty.
Right. The shower is not empty. Who's in the shower? What's happening?
Rico is in the shower.
What's Rico?
With two guys from the London punk scene.
Doing more than cleaning off.
Rico's
singing, the original Doublejack.
Rico's
a different kind of Doublejack.
Different Doublejacking.
Yes.
There's a lot of fun in that shower, and
that's right.
I think the two Londoners in the shower dancing, they've got like skivvies on.
Okay.
Whatever underwear you think of when I say skivvies.
Got it.
They've got that on, so we don't get a NC-17 rating because they're not played by John Hamm.
No, they're not.
And Rico's sitting on this amazing bidet.
Oh.
Like a golden toilet bidet.
Yes.
And he's just having the fucking time of his life.
Right.
It's
taking advantage of the chaos. A lot of people are trying to steal jewels or steal someone's car or just hold on for their dear life. Rico is a pleasure seeker. Rico the Freako, John.
Exactly.
That's how we earned that name. So he headed right for this golden bidet when life seemed like it was about to end because of a gravity failure. And he's just riding this thing. And I'm imagining bidets are always great, but a zero gravity bidet, John, I mean, with a water pressure all the way up, that's probably pretty special. Certainly for Rico. And this is the scene that Jono just blast through into. It's just Rico screaming on this bidet. Enjoy. Oh, the talk's unmatched. Jono, oh, you gotta feel this torque.
I love that he turned into an old wizard too.
It's the bidet. It's messing with his.
That's fair.
Hitting everything down there. Messing with
totally cleaned out
with the frequency of his voice. The talk. Oh, Jono. Yeah, he's not even too surprised that Doublejack's bust through the wall. Just excited to be on this bidet. But that's fun. They get to meet in person for the first time.
And he says Jono.
Yes, he does.
Instead of Doublejack, so I think Doublejack kills him immediately.
Or just lets the bidet finish him off. He'll be busy.
Said my name.
He'll be busy.
You're not wearing your air pants suit. I'll just let the bidet take care of you.
That's right. No air pants for you, Rico. Oh my God. All right. So he gets out of that ridiculous scene. As again, gravity is starting to kind of disappear everywhere, all over the this whole penthouse. Furniture floating away. Bad guys from Sully's crew starting to float away. Just casual party goers. The mayor's collection of lotions, whatever you can imagine is starting to just drift up slowly to the ceiling, or in some cases out towards space. And we have to set up this awesome final kind of showdown between Sully and Doublejack.
It's a penthouse fight with a penthouse 1,000 feet or 20 sheep in the air.
20 sheep in the air.
And no gravity in the penthouse. Jono in a tactical suit of death. Sully's crew's attacking Jono. Furniture's flying all over.
Yes.
We're getting Van Damme style double kicks in the air.
Yes. Yeah, Double Jack's great at double kicking.
This would be the scene that costs a lot of money to make.
Oh my god, a lot of wire fighting. Yeah, it'd be exhausting. I love it.
The mayor's somewhere. He's probably hiding in whatever
around,
corner he could get himself
He's just tied
into.
to a chair, floating in the chair on the chair.
Just trying not to
sock
go
in his
through one
mouth.
of the broken window holes.
Right. Save me!
And I think it's an opportunity for Chief Harris to, in all this chaos, the
Right.
camera pans and we see Chief Harris, the mouse of a man himself, trying to sneak away with a prototype core, make himself his last couple mil and get a yacht.
Yeah, that's always been his plan, to ride off into the sunset, cash out Chief Harris. And I think this is a great opportunity for Chance Vance, who's looked up to Chief Harris, but now is looking down to him. He could have cowered. He could have just floated in his corner, but instead just pushes off the wall as Chief Harris is bounding towards the prototype core and totally blindsides him, clocks Chief Harris in the head, sending him flying into a floating pile of kind of laundry and bras, and he gets all tangled up in them, can't move.
Punch him so hard his legs turned into trombones.
So he's just in the corner. Oh my gosh. And maybe Double Jack gives Chance a nod of doesn't say more than that, but clearly appreciates him taking one of would have been Double Jack's problems out of the way for him. And so Double Jack knocks Sully out, the crew out, or they float away, and now they have the core. And Jono has both cores, so he can he goes and takes his wingsuit out. I'm imagining, flies out, grabs the train with the core he had just taken, puts it back in the building, and turns it on slowly. But he. He probably gets to. Well, what should he do? Should he not turn it on yet, John? Should he try, as he's trying to get it? Should something else happen? We need some fun, ridiculous something, some Fast Five, Fast and the Furious type end to this. Before we turn gravity back on, let's have a ridiculous conclusion to this battle.
I think what happens is he gets both cores. Why does he want them? We haven't learned this, but
sure.
He gets both cores, and he does turn them on with a slow acceleration. So the building stops floating away from Earth. But gravity starts
it's the
materializing
right. We don't
around
know.
this building.
Right.
And because of that, we're the building starts cracking and falling apart and stuff. And in a matter of seconds, it's plummeting back towards London.
Oh, yeah.
And we zoom out a little bit, and we see in this penthouse, the mayor keeps his Ferrari. Definitely a Ferrari.
Yeah, for sure.
Or maybe
upstairs,
an Aston Martin.
40 sheep's high, right?
Yeah. He drives it all the way up the curvy. He's got his own parking. It's the mayor.
Yeah. Doesn't do much. Just drives around.
And so Jono could leave. He could just fly down gravity himself. But is he a good man? Does he see the Ferrari and think this is an action movie and I can figure this out? Or does he just bail and turn it into a beer me that movie?
Nah, he's going to grab it. He's going to grab the Ferrari, John, and they'll hotwire it quickly. And his plan is kind of a plan. I mean, he's a quick thinker, this Double Jack, and probably a genius, the same way Bruce Wayne is a genius.
And a traumatic childhood sort of way.
That's right. And so he turned on the one core, which is slowly bring gravity back, but he grabs the second core that he also stashed nearby.
Yeah, they're small. They're the size of a beer can.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I was imagining them the size of a Ferrari.
I just realized they had to be small. Yeah.
Well, they're small. This is science, folks. Don't worry about it. They can be small. And I want him to do something where he just, instead of firing out of the window with the car and kind of using the core as almost like a parachute, he instead does something way more badass and puts the gravity core on the front bumper, John, floors it in the reverse. The Ferrari's in reverse now, so it's kind of almost like not floating down, but shooting straight down the vertical glass face of the shard skyscraper. He's able to like stay on the skyscraper
because the gravity's holding him down.
The gravity and the reverse or whatever.
Yeah. It's localized gravity.
That's of course. That's how it works.
The car is introducing gravity, and it's basically pulling and the shard together.
The gravity's pulling the car down. The reverse is needed so they don't go immediately into the ground. So he's reversing the car. So he's but that creates a lot of friction. So one of the final shots of this movie is them racing down this side of the shard. It's
floating through the sky.
But it's like a tidal wave of glass flies behind them as they ride this gravity wave down to safety. Everyone's chugging milk to celebrate, but also
they gotta cool this thing down.
Say, it's probably
the Ferrari was not red when it started. It was a black Ferrari, but it is glowing red from the G-force.
That's right, the G-force. The brakes are about to lose it. Thank God they always have gallons and gallons of milk because of double jacks.
You got a hollow leg, kid.
That's right. With milk, his need to consume the milk, and so they dump all that on the Ferrari's engine so it doesn't explode. Somehow it doesn't fly back in their face. Gravity magic.
Yeah.
And then they just pull the e-brake at the exact right moment, hit the streets, slide, drift perfectly to a casual landing. As onlookers, I don't know what to think, don't know what to do. Stare in awe at this amazing moment, but also duck for cover as this giant building
half of the shard is about to fall too.
Glass is flying at their faces, but they escape. No one's harmed from that. And it's just Chance and Jono staring at each other on the street, John, as the classic fog from London starts to roll in. And then I guess Jono flips gravity's coming back. Right, took care of the other core.
Maybe
so
he uses the second one he's got to build like a little gravity bubble around him, like a little
perfect,
like kind of a shield.
Yeah, protect them from any
so
debris.
They can have this because Rico said his name and now he's dead.
That's true. He could be,
but Chance knows, and maybe he knows like, are you the Jono?
Right.
Like the scientist that discovered the gravity core?
There we go. Perfect, John. Yes.
But Jono doesn't say anything.
Right. He can't. But if I was, or if I was, I'm sure you could imagine why someone like that who created this life-saving device would do anything to prevent criminals from taking it to become gods of other men, or something like that. He monologues
in a British accent.
All the British accent.
Lords.
Yes.
They don't say gods. They say lords.
Lords to the old pipsqueaks all across this land. I don't know. Okay, so so they have this kind of last conversation, John, before the movie ends. And I think obviously, Chance could just throw the cuffs on and be like, that's cool, but you're still stealing things. This isn't your property. Even if you are Jono and you made this stuff, you sold it to the British government or donated it or whatever you did, you can't take it. If you want it back, you got to ask nicely. So he's in his right to just arrest him.
He could.
Stole a train, broke a window, ruined a bathroom party. He did a lot of stuff, this double jack.
And at that moment, I think the chief that Jono had punched through into the laundry file
floats down,
lands on the gravity shield that Jono built, and Jono just allows him to like kind of fall, softly fall to the ground right in front of Chance.
That's good. All right,
here's your Sophie's choice.
There you are. And maybe Doublejack senses this, that he's not out of the woods yet. So his last kind of card in his back pocket is to appeal to Chance Vance's humanity and says something like, You may not like it, but a double jack saved your life tonight.
That's good. That's good.
There it is, the end of the movie. And
I don't know what you're talking about. The only double jack I fought tonight is my corrupt boss.
yes. And then Chance just cuffs the chief's wrist to his through all the laundry. And the chief probably says something annoying like, they'll never believe you. I'll be out of these cuffs and you'll be out in the street. And then Chance just says something like, have a great night, helpful stranger.
Yes.
To Double Jack. And then they nod, and Double Jack hands him a jug of milk, and they cheer his jugs of milk. And Chance kind of awkwardly is like, well, do I have to? I guess I will. And his Double Jack,
whole milk.
His Double Jack chugs milk, walking backwards, the whole gallon, staring right into Chance's eyes the entire time. And then we see Chance just kind of taking casual, nervous sips of it but then it feels like maybe he should be chugging.
Yeah,
so he chugs a little.
Double Jack's nodding. Yeah.
But then Double Jack walks away as we see the sirens coming in from behind Chance, Vance, and the chief to wrap this whole thing up for them. But Double Jack chugs his way into the night, living to see another day, to be the Double Jack once more.
Still with one prototype core.
That's right. Still with one prototype core.
Might come, I don't know.
And maybe other mysteries we forgot to tie up, but definitely one prototype core that he has in his other hand, in his non-milk jug hand.
It's an action movie, not a science movie. If you're good and you hang out for a second, Harry will tell you what happens afterwards. Weird, but we got there.
We made
what
a heist movie. A Double Jack on Jack. Double Jack.
It was sort of a heist. It was a heist movie. And the anti-gravity part was a really unique thing.
Yes, it was.
What do you got to wrap this up?
Oh, boy. I think it will take place. Let's have this happen in like marina, somewhere tropical.
Okay.
Maybe we don't know where, but we zoom in on like this fancy pants marina and a massive luxury yacht that's named like the Cousin's Legacy. And it's docked at the pier. And then on the deck, we see this kind of through like binoculars, is Chief Harris. So it looks like he got out. He was able to use his chiefness to escape any kind of prison time, wearing one of his Tommy Bahama shirts, sipping on some ice cold beverage on this yacht, counting like a bunch of money or a bunch of bonds or whatever, counting something, doing criminal looking things, laughing. There's a cigar.
That's how you know.
That's right.
Tommy Bahama shirt, yacht, cigar.
Exactly. And then we start to zoom out and we see like a sleek black tactical van. It's parked on this palm line boulevard overlooking the marina. And inside the van, there's some monitors tracking stuff. And then we see Double Jack. We see Jono sitting there in the driver's seat, looking over some sunglasses, grabs just a glass of milk this time.
Down.
But some jugs next to him in the seat. He's out of the center console. Maybe he chews like the top off one of them and dumps it into his pint. This jug of milk, takes a massive swing. And the seat next to him on top of the jugs of milk, John, is a map of the U.S. with like a couple of X's on it. Maybe one's in New Jersey, one's in Ohio, one's somewhere else.
Okay.
Can't really see. And then this radio that's in the car crackles and comes to life in the unmistakable voice of the one and only Polly from, of course, our Gabagool
Polly from Gabagool. You got this.
I don't know if I can do British to Italian, but it might just be Rodney Dangerfield.
Lots of vowels, lots of A's.
Juno, hey, it's Polly. I got your frequency from a nice nun lady. Anyway, we got a situation up here in New York. This truck from the 666 Meat and Cheese Company just crossed state lines. He's going into Rocky. And they're trying to haul a localized gravitational dampener.
There you go.
Disguised as a 5-ton cheese press. I hear you're the man for this job. You ready for a road trip? And then Jono just smiles, reaches for another huge pint of milk from the dashboard, chugs it, presses some magic button, and then shifts into gear and starts to drive away. We see maybe like some jetpack cops descend on the chief's boat. And the chief's going, oh, you know, I'm not that chief. I'm a different guy. As he clearly gets arrested
again.
While Juno rides off to New York City to maybe help Polly and the crew with some demon gravity stuff. Next time.
Another way to beat demons is either old Gabagool or gravity.
Or something with gravity.
And that's mostly gentlemen, but ladies too, is how you handle a proper weight distribution problem. If life tries to drag you down with the heavy anchor of reality, you just look universe in the eye, you double jack the system, and you reverse drive a sports car down a falling skyscraper.
That's right. Remember, true art isn't found in a perfectly calculated budget or a sensible third act or a logical movie at all. It's found in a zero-gravity bidet, a mid-air tactical split, and a half-gallon or more of whole milk thrown directly into your face.
Make sure you head over to beermethatmovie.com, vote for your favorites in the vault, and brace yourself for next week's Fast Five. We got a fresh cooler of craft selections and a whole batch of cinematic blueprints ready to drop. Blueprints.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Blue. Keep them blue. And keep your boots magnetized. Don't let corporate greed pin you to the floor. And for heaven's sakes, check your center of mass before you step into any shower. And until then,
peace,
punch,
and double lunch. Honestly, double lunch is a win.
Every day is double lunch.